Hello everyone, and welcome to what will become my playthrough of Might and Magic 6, Mandate of Heaven. I've had this game sitting on my desktop for just about over a year now. I bought it last year, and well, I did actually play through it, and I did beat it, but decided now that I'm going to go through it again, and hopefully beat it again. So, well, let's get into it, shall we? Let's go. Okay.
Having cheated death during the night of shooting stars, you find yourself as far from your village of Sweetwater as old Falagar's magic could take you. 3 years have passed while Falagar imparted what knowledge he could to train you in your chosen professions. But the time came at last when he could teach you no more, and you have ventured into the world to seek your fame and fortune. Now, a world away from your lost home, you have stumbled across evidence of a terrible conspiracy involving a new religious cult. 5 letters from King Roland to his wife Catherine, and a letter from the King of the Devils to a wicked traitor named Sulman, have turned up in an abandoned goblin camp. Your fate seems inextricably bound to these letters and that awful night, and your role in the events to come may be larger than anyone could imagine. The tools you have are but a small sum of gold, your wits, and a lot of potential. The roads ahead are infinite, and all the choices are yours to make. So choose wisely. Good luck.
Well, after that particularly dramatic introduction, we'll get on with it, and I'm going to create a party for me. Right, now, I'm not terribly knowledgeable when it comes to games, but I do know what I like in this, and that's what I'll be rolling with. Now, there's 6 classes: Knight, Paladin, Cleric, Archer, Sorcerer, Druid, and they all have their merits. I'd say my least favourite class is... oh, who cares? Anyway, now your Knight and your Paladin are they're the more physically based, physical attack based classes. If you want something with that, if you want someone who punches the pack, especially when it comes to melee fighting, that's who you want to go for. A Knight or a Paladin. The only real difference between them is that Paladin can learn some basic clerical magic. I think that's what it's called. Whereas a Knight is completely non-magic. Right. So I prefer to go with Paladin over a Knight. Your Archer, I like having an Archer. It's good. They're good. Instead of a Cleric this time round, I normally go with a Cleric. I think this time I'm going to go with a Druid. Just because they can cover all of the magics except for Dark and Light. And I don't really use Dark and Light magic anyway, so I'm not too worried. And I'll stick with a Sorcerer. As for characters...
You wanna... Ready?
Choose me! Hey, you can count on me. You gotta pick me. I'm ready. It's me.
I really like the female characters. They get on my
Choose me.
nerves later on.
Choose me.
Not gonna lie.
I'll be fit for your
He
party.
looks good.
Hey, come on, choose me.
He'll do.
Choose me.
You want... Ready?
I'll be fit for... Hey, choose me.
That guy.
Choose me.
Let's
I
help
normally
you.
like
Gotta
Sultan.
pick me.
I'll
You
go
ready?
this time.
Let's go.
He's cool. Right, I'll name them. Wilfred's lame. What can I call this fellow? Red. He's got red hair. Is that an earring? That is an earring. Ringer it is. Locks. And, oh, look at this guy's chops. Stacy. I'm tempted to leave it at that. Locks. And chops. What a team. Red Ring, Locks and Chops. Alright, now, when it comes to these points, I'm not terribly... I'm not really well versed on what to do here, so I tend to just even it up. I believe that anything under 10 is a penalty So you want to get everything above 10. That's the first thing you should do. Intellect and personality don't really matter for knights. Well, wait, there's not even a knight anymore, is it? Luck doesn't matter terribly actually, because you can get that straight back up to 10. Wow, yeah, you can get that straight back up to 10 straight away, so that'll give us some nice little leverage. Oopsie daisies. Oh, take that all the way down. No, you can't take it any lower than that. Anyway, right, so for these characters that we know are going to melee, you want nice high might, and something you do want is a decent speed for everyone. You need speed. Get that up to 13 or 12. Oh, look at that. Really good speed. Good speed. I always get personality and intellect mixed around because they do different things depending on the class. I think for archers, and please correct me if I'm wrong here, but it's intellect that directly impacts spell points. But for druids and sorcerers, I'm pretty sure it's personality. I'll probably look that up before I continue on, because I don't want to be making too many of those mistakes. But I'll... I'm not good at this. Just this bit. I'm going to embarrass myself. Okay, and once you've done that, or you can do it before, doesn't matter, you've got to go through and choose some tertiary skills for each character. To begin with, they have a primary and a secondary skill. For knight, it's sword and leather, and for cleric, it's mace and body magic. Everyone else is displayed. I'm going to be focusing primarily on physical stuff to begin with, so I'm going to make sure that everyone is nice and shielded. That's my plan. Archer's magic levels are quite low, so we don't want to give him the responsibility of too many different kinds of magic. So air is probably just good enough for now. We'll go sword. I prefer swords to axes. Although you do get some nice halberds. Go leather. I'll roll with staff for now. Leather. And seeing as he's going to be, seeing as he's replacing the cleric, we need to give him clerical magic. So he can be body. And we may as well get the fourth element covered. And leather. Although we can actually learn that pretty early on, so I'll go with identify. Identifies. What? Ah, forgot about that. Let's try that one again. I can't even remember. God. I actually had him one less than that, didn't I? No, I had him at 8. Fuck. Pardon my swearing. It's going to happen every now and again. I'm that kind of person. I don't know, that'll do. Okay, and now that we've got everything, we'll press on. Alright, so we're dumped here in New Sorpagul, and there's a whole lot of bells and whistles everywhere. So, scroll through everything on the side first. We've got our clock. Look how fast those minutes go. Isn't that depressing? Compass, map, spaces for companions. I tend not to get companions anymore now that I've figured out how to use healing magic, but we'll see. And then your quest list, we've already got one. We have to show Solma's letter to Andover Potbellow. I'll have to find her. And then auto notes, all kinds of things go here. And then, oopsie daisies, and we've got the maps. There are hotkeys for all of these. I think that's M, Q, N. C. No, it's cast. And then this. Oh, time. So T. T is the hotkey for this one. 1st January, 11:65. 16 AM. And then, you know, oh, sorry, and also you've got cast spell, rest, quick reference, which is Z, and game options, which is escape, and that's R, and that's C. Right, so, first things, you want to go through and give all your characters the stuff they have, and check the rings beforehand, because they have some nice stuff, sometimes, not always, rarely.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Bear with me here.
It worked. Okay.
Fine, right. Righto. So, now the version I'm using is the very first version, so I have to press caps lock. I have to have caps lock on so that it doesn't just automatically run. The other keys that you need to worry about are A, which is attack, I believe. S is attack, but if you have a if you have a spell set as a ready spell, S will activate your ready spell. Right. Other buttons: X, jump. Control is if you ever feel the need to do that, you can do that. Spacebar is your generic action key. Pick stuff up, talk to people, la-di-da-di-da. And yes, I think that's it. Oh, and shift is sprint, obviously. Well, not obviously. Shift is sprint only works going forwards, though, not backwards. Right, so let's head into town, see what we can find. Over here, there's some horseshoes. They're very useful. They grant skill points, which allow you to level up each of your skills, which can be found here by clicking on your character. Then you've got stats, skills, inventory, awards, exit. Right. Head over here.
Hello, come on in.
And hey, wow, how easy was that, right? We found Andover Popular. So first thing you want to click. Oh, why do we read this? Bah, friend. Oh, sorry, I thought you were a member of my temple. Sorry, my mistake. Oh, the seal. Here, I'm supposed to give you this money. Now go away before we're seen together. Someone will get suspicious. Could you do the Temple of Bar a favour? It appears that my brethren left the old temple to the northwest of here in too much of a hurry, and a candelabra was necessary for some necessary for some of our rituals was left behind. None of the bar priests want to go back, because they're afraid of whatever curse has been placed on the temple. If you were to bring back the candelabra to me, however, I could reward you in their place. Right. And then I'm not going to bother reading every single dialogue. I'm only going to read ones that are necessary, quests and stuff.